there's a place, a school, an institution where a professor resides. Listen to words of Professor Buitron. Come train at the best-kept secret of Laredo, Buitron Academy, 956-401-4868.
Hello, my friends. We're back here with the Monday on Street Reality Checks. And we got a couple of altercations that were sent. Several altercations I'll go ahead and talk with. The first one that was sent, it happened in a fast food restaurant. And women, you all have to realize one thing out there. There's a lot of men that are cowards, and they're going to hit you. And this man started striking this woman. And you all have, ladies, you all have to defend yourself. It's a horrific event. Just showing it right now. And you all have to basically pay attention to your environment. Pay attention to everything that you do, you know, because not everybody is a nice person, period. I keep telling people about headbutts. In Savate, Danse De Rue, one of the strikes is using your head, both offensively and defensively in those structures. A headbutt will cut you open anytime, even if it's done by somebody that's just being malicious. The next fight comes into that effect. They're talking about people and they're getting close up, they're getting into each other's face, and all of a sudden one of them gives the other one a headbutt, goes down, comes up with blood over his eyebrow, because that's what it's meant to do. All right, so remember, you have what you learn about this video is you need to have personal space. Don't let anybody come into you, because it's already a fight. They're already being aggressive. You can no longer retreat like in a self-defense situation. It's already an aggressive nature. Okay, so understand that. The next fight, it's perfectly fits into what Savate is and Savate training is. Savate trains with shoes on. Why? Because kicking barefooted and kicking with shoes are totally two different worlds. This next video, which I'm showing right now, is gentlemen, you know, I have a little bit of road rage probably. They interacted. The guy comes out with some kind of stick, umbrella. You can't really tell what it is. The guy gets a couple of punches in, turns around and gives him a kick. And guess what? It's raining and he slips in the ground. The lesson here is be careful with your environment. Second, if you're kicking, learning a system that teaching you how to kick barefooted, and you kick with shoes on, you're gonna be off. A lot of people will say, "Professor, you're wrong." No, I've seen it. I've witnessed it. Very much in your face. You're more likely going to slip and fall. Okay, so that's a lesson you take from that one. The last one, they're either in South Africa someplace. There's probably some type of interference, because you can tell that they're telling them you can't be here. They're kind of security police. A lot of those rangers over there, a lot of those police officers over there do not wear the badges. They wear a gun, and their badge might be on their waist. So it's hard to tell whether it's a ranger or whatnot, or some form of security comes in there. He's telling them to leave, and another man comes inside in between them and pushes them. What's here is the power of that close right knocked them straight out cold. Okay, how did he do that? The person was touched. He touched him. He got in his face and he hit, because he knew the reality of situations of that nature. Remember, do not let anybody get into your personal space, especially if violence and altercation is already in place. Okay, why? Because they can stick you with a knife, they can shoot you. There's a lot of other things they can do, so you have to maintain that distance. It was very well handled. Good punch. You know, so understand that. What do we take out of here? One, women, there's cowards out there that will hit you. Learn how to defend yourself. Second, be careful of the headbutts. Headbutts are there for one reason. That's to open up eyebrows, leave a mark. It's used a lot. In Savate, used a lot in the old boxing gyms. A headbutt's going to come into play. Okay, street fighters are going to use it. Why? Because it's an equalizer. And I say that to many, and I say it this way: it's like pulling out a sawed-off shotgun into somebody's face. Boom! You hit them in there. That's out. Lights out. The game's over. Okay. Now, going with the kick, kicking barefooted and kicking with shoes on, is totally two different worlds. In Savate, you train with shoes on. Savate means shoe in Old French. Savate means that you're going to be using the shoe as a weapon. We also learn to kick to the legs. In the street, you're going to kick to the legs, you're not going to kick to the head. Why not the head? Because you're going to slip, especially in asphalt, especially when it's wet. So there's a lot more to it than just that. All in all, both of them were very courageous out there doing that. I do not condone fighting, but both of them were out there. One of them had a stick. The guy said, you know what, I'm going to kick him. That's what he got. The last one, the security guard with that punch, again, he understood the dangers. He understood the altercation. He understood the culture. The guy came inside, touched him, it was game on. He did a well job. Folks, I'm going to leave you with this, my dear friends. Start training. If you have kids out there, take them to a good place to train. You yourself train. Tell the women in your families to start training, because there's a lot of coward men out there, and sometimes fathers, uncles, brothers aren't going to be around, and our loved ones are going to meet somebody that is a coward. Unfortunately, it happens. I'm leaving you all with this. You all take care, be safe, and continue moving forward. Peace.